So I think we all know the real quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts is Danny Dimes. Who needs Marvin? Who needs Anthony Richardson Jr.? You know what? Bust in the making. I'm joking, by the way. I do really like Anthony Richardson Jr. But with that being said, Danny Dimes is on his redemption tour. So I decided, why not just give him Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison in their prime for his redemption tour with Michael Pittman and Josh Downs as his wide receivers. And let's just go ahead and get right into this. You know what? Danny Dimes deserves a second chance. Anthony Richardson had a chance. It didn't work out. He also has injury issues apparently with his shoulder right now. So that's also a factor. But listen, it's the Danny Dimes experience. It's the white Michael Vick experience, okay? So we're going to make sure we start him over Anthony Richardson Jr. because this is a good idea. Listen, they went out there and they got him. They could have kept Joe Flacco. But instead, they said, Anthony Richardson Jr., we need a backup, and it isn't Flacco. We need a real backup. A Danny Dimes. Not going as expected. Okay, 2-2. That's a good record. And a little side note, too, I do have updated schedules, updated everything. So all rosters are updated. As you can see, let's go back to week 1. All these are updated. It's kind of a little janky. If you watch channel, you know this. It's a little janky with the times. For example, this is the Sunday night game, but it's like the second game on this. It's supposed to be the very bottom. But again, all the games are correct. All the times are correct. Everything's correct. It's just a little janky how it's set up because I created it. So, yeah, when I create things, sometimes they get a little janky. But, for example, all rosters are updated. So, for example, for the Titans, they have Cam Ward. Browns got Shedeur Sanders. So it's every pick from round 1 all the way up to round 7. Some of those rounds picks aren't in here. I don't know why. Some of them aren't, but majority of them are. That's what I'll say. For example, the Pillins. Why is he white? I don't know why he's white, but McMillan. Yes, they have their picks. Don't ask questions why he's white. That's a you problem, not a me problem. Anyway, so they beat the Cardinals. They go ahead and beat the Chargers. Let me see. So they're 4-3 right now. And I haven't really looked too much into the Colts schedule. Who do they play? They play the Titans, Steelers, Falcons, Chiefs, Texans, Jags, Seahawks, 49ers, Jaguars, and Texans. It's not the most difficult schedule in the world. So 4-3 right now is not too surprising with Danny Dimes. Also having, Marvin Harrison Jr. and it probably definitely helps having Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison Jr. But going into their bye week, they're currently 6-4. And they are on path to be a playoff team. Now, Danny Dimes, 20 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. The white Michael Vick ain't helping out too much. Reggie Wayne has 553 yards, and Marvin Harrison has 481 yards. 3 touchdowns apiece. Okay, so 9th ranked offense. So, again, what does he call it? I call him the white Michael Vick, but I know that people also call him the vanilla Michael Vick. There's different nicknames for Danny Dimes. Who got hurt? Hold up. Low key. Who got hurt? Injury report. Latu. Okay, that was their first round pick. I think it was the 17th overall pick last year, so we don't care about that. Okay, well, what we care about now is the fact that we keep losing. Okay, week 16. We're 7-7. We lost to the 49ers. By 2 points, too. Jags. We lost to the Jags. All right. Well, we were 6-4 with everything in front of us, and we ended 7-10. So we went 3-6 the last 9 games. Browns went 1-16. I don't know why, but Madden does not like Shedeur Sanders. 3,900 yards, 32 touchdowns, 22 interceptions. Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison had the exact same amount of yards. Not touchdowns, but the exact same amount of yards. That's kind of crazy, to be honest. All right, so I'm more interested in one thing. What did Shedeur Sanders do? Why did they go 1-16? Did they keep... They kept with Shedeur the whole year. 18 touchdowns, 19 interceptions every single time. Also, the Jets with Justin Fields. Justin Fields also puts up some crazy numbers. So, probably way better stats than we would ever see out of Daniel Jones in real life if he did start for the Colts this year. Disappointing, to say the least. I kind of really expected at least a playoff spot. You got two stud receivers, Daniel, and you can't even get the job done, man. Very disappointing. Am I surprised? No. It's Danny Dimes, man. That's the point of this video. It's more or less a joke. With Anthony Richardson, especially in Madden, I think Anthony Richardson could at least go like 10-7 and make the playoffs and probably at least win one playoff game. That's why I did it with, Daniel Jones, because it's a little bit funnier and it's a little bit more out there. But Josh Allen won a Super Bowl. Wow. Not really expected. So this was Raiders went to the Super Bowl. Hold up. Who was the Raiders quarterback again? Geno Smith. Okay. Geno Smith beat the Broncos and Bo Nix. Cam Ward won his division, which I guess that's even funnier. And then, okay, wow, that's not expected, to be honest. Like, none of that was expected. What did Cam Ward do? What was his stat line? His stat line was 20 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, 3,900 yards. Kind of very close to Danny Dimes, to be honest. He put 376 and 10 touchdowns on the ground. Well, that would help out a lot. All right. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.